What's up, peoples? It's your boy Shay'D, none other. And welcome back to the Shay'D Show. You know, on this channel slash platform, I don't put dirt on no one's name unless I motherfucking have to. And we only speak on the facts that once was and now what is. And right here sitting next to me is my homie, none other than my
Bobb.
Bobb. Bobb here is a bartender. I've been knowing him for like a while. He does a lot of shit. But I'm going to let Bobb take off.
I have no idea why he's letting me take over. I'm not responsible for shit. And I stopped being responsible for drunk ass people about a year ago when I moved on to a sailboat. So right now I am a cook, a carpenter, a landscaper, and a guy who judges the fuck out of everybody who walks through a door. So y'all have any questions, I'd love to answer them. Otherwise I'm gonna have Shay'D ask me some questions, and I'm guessing it's gonna go back to Emilio Estevez.
Well, you can tell that story, because you know that's going to be hilarious. So
No, that's your favorite one, man. You yelled across the street, Emilio!
Tell it.
Alright, quick burn on the Emilio Estevez story. I used to live a different life. 24 I retired. I used to fly out to LA. I'd dress homeless for the day. I'd dress, oh, he's got money for the night. I walk into a nightclub. Shay loves this story. He will not stop yelling Emilio at me. So I walk up to a strip club. Oh shit, I skipped a step. So I'm walking down Santa Monica from the beach from Venice, and I think I was still in my homeless people gear. And it was right after 9/11. Like, I was the first flight out of Minneapolis into LA. This kid from New York was still stuck there, and I just look at a kid
for him
in Santa Monica, and I'm like, bro,
that sucks for him.
Like, that fucking sweater's got to be about $150. Like, why are you asking me? And I started talking to him, and he was a nice kid, and he was supposed to be the last flight out, and it didn't happen. Like, it was like, boom, they blew up fucking towers, and he couldn't get back to New York.
Oh, okay.
And he's like, dude, I'm out of money. That's why I'm asking. And I'm like, shit, I'd buy your sweater, but do you want lunch? And I'm like, yeah. He's like, hell yeah. So I take him out to lunch. One of the little promenades, like where that old dude drove a fucking SUV or minivan into a group of people in Santa Monica, like a few years later. So I take him out for lunch, and it's one of those little, like, got the little chains, and some girls walk up. I mean, this kid, I was so good looking. This kid was a good looking kid. He looked wealthy. I mean, he's fucking wearing a sweater in the middle of, like, late spring. Like, he looks comfortable, but I knew something was off, right? So I'm like, I got lunch, we're fine. So we sit down, and the only chick who rolls up and hits on me, she's like, hey, what's your name? I'm like, Bobb. She's like, so it's classic fucking LA. She goes, what do you drive? And what do you do? And I go, I'm currently unemployed, and I drive like an older Ford and an older Ford. She's like, oh, okay. Next chick that rolls up, absolutely stunning. She's like, hi, and we're like chatting, like, because we'd finished lunch, we're just like standing in the street. It's like, oh yeah, so where are you from? I'm like, oh, Minnesota, but I come out here a couple times a year. She's like, cool. What are you into? And I'm like, I don't know, I read a lot of books and I hike a lot with my dog. She's like, sweet, what kind of dog? Okay, so I had these conversations across the board for like a week. The only one who was a cover girl for any magazine, which was Lowrider, was the one who actually wanted to know about me.
Mm-hmm.
And this kid from New York is like, dude, that's fucked up, because I'm pretty sure I saw her on a magazine. And it was Lowrider the previous month.
Mm.
So, I'm like, alright bro, we're going up to San Francisco, I gotta do some shit. He's like, alright. I'm like, you want to come with me? I'm renting a car. He's like, yeah. I'm like, I can't cover all your shit, like hotel and all that, but I'll cover your travel expenses and I'll give you food expense. I don't even know why I adopted a child who was in his 20s. But I did.
But you did.
I did. And I checked on him every day and he had a place to stay. He had friends up there. So before we left, we're in Santa Monica, and there's a club outside Santa Monica. And this is what are we looking at? 2001, 2002. They had a doorman named Cassius, who is a very sweet individual. We bonded over the fact that I had a dog that was a boxer named Cassius. So Cassius liked me. We chatted for about 10 minutes before I even went into the club. I'm not like running towards naked ladies. I get a couple drinks.
Fucking thirsty or something.
I get my buddy. Well, I don't even remember his name. I carried him for like 5 days. I don't even know his name. So he's sitting next to me, and the corner of the bar. Oh wait. So for you guys, the corner of the bar is here, right? I'm the last guy, and he's sitting there. And Emilio Estevez decides to, no wait, go that way. Ugh, right there. Sit. I'm like, oh, hey, what's up, bro? And he's like, hey. No, you don't have to keep sitting.
I know what's
and the guy's like, I'm pretty sure that's Emilio Estevez. And I'm like, okay. And he goes, don't do the Emilio yet. You gotta wait. So I'm like, okay. And so I kind of do one of like the normal human being things, like a nod up or a nod down, as a dancer takes me into the rear to dance. Okay, so we come back, and I just ordered a Heineken from a very nice waitress. She dropped it off right as I left. When I came back, it's in front of Emilio Estevez. And Emilio Estevez is drinking my beer. And the dancer that I just spent time with is behind me, and I go, hey man, I think you took my Heineken. And he goes, fuck you. And I thought he was kidding. And I go, no, seriously, I think you grabbed my Heineken because she just set it down as we walked up.
Hold on, people.
Pardon my language.
Hold on, we're going to continue this story for part 2. Like, subscribe, comment. This is the Shay'D Show.
I might have tried to kill Emilio Estevez.
Come back for part 2, y'all. Holla.